show is because they're drawn in by the emotion too, and they really want to follow their character through. And so, we'll have sit downs with all of them and sort of say, do you understand what's going on this scene with a magic dagger and a guy that was in a season with a different actor that isn't you, and then it cuts through this, and there's so many layers of complexity. And so I think my time is well spent talking to the actors and the directors about what those layers of complexity are, so that when they step onto set, they can just feel it, and all of that is there. Natasha, who plays Lanfear, is a great example of that. She's always playing 50 levels in every scene, and we just talk through what they are beforehand, of oh, actually you knew him in a past life and you tried to kill him, and you were in love with him, but also you don't want him to know that you were, but you kind of do want him to know that you were. And she's able to take, we have incredible actors on the show, some actors that would cripple, actually, they could not function with that level of knowledge about what's going on. They just kind of need one through line to track, but our actors are so invested in it and so good that Tash can take all of that in, nod, and then just go do it, and it's perfect. And that's a big blessing we have on the show, with the quality of our actors.
And it seems like with Lanfear, I'm glad you brought her up, because one thing that seems so crucial to this season and to the story in general is you do kind of have to believe that it's possible for Rand to choose these people, who after all used to be his friends and have their own, we may not agree with what they're trying to do, but she loves him, Ishamil is just kind of tired of all the suffering and wants to end it permanently. Of course that causes a lot of problems, but for everybody, but understandable. So it seems to me that's a big part of it. She kind of has to nail Lanfear to make Rand make sense, almost, in a way.
Yeah, we feel that's such an important part of watching the show and feeling the show. When you read the books, especially in these early ones, actually, the Forsaken are much more kind of big bad guy, Ishamael presents as a flaming head that just screams nightmare things at Rand, which is very cool when you're in the books, but it isn't until the later books that you start to realize who Ishamael really is and why he wants to do the things he does. And so we thought it was important to put that up front for exactly the reason that you're talking about, of if the shadow is going to be a hypothetical choice for our characters, then you want to see people who made that choice for reasons that you really understand. And so we've gone out of our way to every person who's chosen the shadow in the show, you hopefully have some kind of emotional understanding of why they did it.